Welcome to KSG India State Series. In this video, we are going to focus on the state of Odisha. Facts collected are based on the questions asked on Odisha in competitive examinations. We begin with an introduction to the state. Odia language laid the foundation of Odisha state. Odia is the sixth classical language of India. The capital city of the state is Bhubaneswar. Odisha shares its borders with West Bengal, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh and Andhra Pradesh. Different names for Odisha are Kaling, Utkal and Udra. Coastline is approximately 476 kilometers. There are 30 districts in the state. Moving on to the geographical features of Odisha, Atmalik Hills, Tikarpara Range, Kondamal Hills and Kondhan Hills form the physiographic division. On the basis of homogeneity, continuity and physiographic characteristics, Odisha has been divided into different regions. The Odisha coastal plain in the east, the middle mountainous and highlands region, the central plateaus and the western rolling uplands and the major floodplains. The coastal plain of Odisha is formed by 6 river deltas from north to south. They are Subarnarekha, Buddhabalanga, Baitarini, Brahmani, Mahanadi and Rushikulya. The middle mountainous and highlands region covers 3/4 of the area of the state. The important peaks and mountains of Odisha are Meghasani, Gandhamardhan, Devmali, Malaygiri, Mahendragiri, Nimnagiri and Panchadhara. Devmali is the highest point in the state, which is in the Koraput district. Talking about the major rivers of Odisha, Mahanadi originates from Amarkantak in Madhya Pradesh. It is about 494 kilometers. Brahmani, it is about 494 kilometers in Odisha. The total length of Mahanadi is 857 kilometers. Brahmani is the second largest river in Odisha. Sank and Koel rivers from Chota Nagpur join near Rourkela and form Brahmani. It enters the Bay of Bengal along with the combined mouth of Mahanadi known as Dhamra. The Baitarini originates from hills of Keonjhar district and joins Brahmani at Dhamra mouth. Subarnarekha originates from Chota Nagpur. Talking about the climate in Odisha, lying just south of Tropic of Cancer, Odisha has a tropical climate. The summer maximum temperature ranges between 35 to 45 degrees Celsius and the low temperatures are usually between 12 to 14 degrees Celsius. Winter is not very severe except in some areas in Koraput and Phulbani where minimum temperature may drop to 3 to 4 degrees Celsius. The average rainfall is 150 centimeters experienced as a result of southwest monsoon during July to September. The month of July is the wettest and the major rivers may get flooded. The state also experiences small rainfall from the retreating monsoon in the months of October and November. January and February are dry. Chilika Lake in Odisha is Asia's biggest saltwater lake and is situated on the east coast of India, connected to the Bay of Bengal through a narrow seamouth. Chilika is also a lagoon, and like all coastal lagoons, its waters are rich with life. Chilika Lake is the largest brackish water lagoon with estuarine character that sprawls along the east coast. It is the largest wintering ground for migratory waterfowl found anywhere on the Indian subcontinent. It is one of the hotspots of biodiversity in the country, and some rare, vulnerable and endangered species listed in the IUCN Red List of threatened animals inhabit in the lagoon for at least part of their life cycle. This list includes a number of rare, threatened and endangered species, including the Barracuda limbless skink. On account of its rich biodiversity and ecological significance, Chilika was designated as the first Ramsar site of India. The Nalaban Island within the lagoon is notified as a bird sanctuary. The Nandankanan National Park is near Bhubaneswar and is famous for white tiger, panthers, gharial, crocodiles. Asiatic lions are also bred here. Simlipal National Park and Biosphere Reserve is in the Mayurbhanj district. Satkosia Tiger Reserve is also located in Odisha. Chandaka Elephant Reserve is perfect for ecotourism activities. Bhitarkanika National Park is situated on the coast between rivers Brahmani and Baitarini. It consists of mangrove wetland. It is the second largest mangrove forest of India after Sundarbans. It is also a Ramsar site. It has the largest number of saltwater estuarine crocodiles in the world. Gahir Matha is the largest nesting ground of olive ridley sea turtles in the world, located in Kendrapada district. Usha Koti Wildlife Sanctuary or the Badrama Sanctuary in Sambalpur has a population of tigers, leopards, panthers, sloth bears and elephants in addition to the Sambal, Gaur, Chital and Nilgai. The Tikarpara Wildlife Sanctuary in Odisha is famous for gharial. The forest coverage in Odisha is 37.34%. The increase in forest cover is mainly attributed to better conservation in mangrove areas and plantation activities. Odisha is one of the richest mineral states in India, offering a tremendous resource base for industrialization. 75% of the landmass is covered with old mineral rocks, comprising 18.4% of India's mineral deposits. The largest sector of exports from Odisha comprises of minerals and metallurgical products, which include iron ore, chrome ore, manganese ore, and limonite. Among minerals and charged chrome, aluminium and alumina, ferromanganese, etc. among metallurgical products. Keonjhar is one of the premier mineral producing districts in Odisha. The district occupies a prominent place in the mineral map of the country. Iron ore formations occupy most part of the district, which can be traced from the Jharkhand border in the north to the Jajpur border in the south. Extensive deposits of manganese ore are found in Thakurani and Joda East Hills of Barbil. The two important mineral-based industries in the district are Kaling Ironworks, Barbil, and the ferromanganese plant in Joda. Good deposits of chromite, an important and strategic mineral, are found in Baula area near village Nuasahi of Anandpur subdivision. There are also some other mineral deposits in the district such as quartzite, bauxite, gold, pyrophyllite and limestone. And now let's tell you about the major power project and dams in the state of Odisha. The Hirakud project is in the district of Sambalpur on the river Mahanadi. Balimera Hydroelectric Project is a storage on Sileru River in Balimela. It's a joint venture of Andhra Pradesh and Odisha. Jalaput and Rengali are other important dams. Gopalpur, Chandipur, Konark, Paradeep and Puri are some of the important beaches of Odisha. Bhitarkanika, Mahanadi, Subarnarekha, Dhamra and Chilika are mangroves present in Odisha. Indian Institute of Physics in Bhubaneswar, Central Rice Research Institute in Cuttack and ICAR, that is the Central Institute for Women in Agriculture, is situated in Bhubaneswar. So these are some of the important institutions of the state of Odisha. Talking about the waterfalls in the state, Bada Ghagra, Bada Ghagra, Duduma, Harishankar, Hathipatthar, Khandadhar Falls, Purli Jharan Falls and Barchipani are some of the important waterfalls in the state of Odisha. And now let's tell you about the culture of the state of Odisha. Talking about the dance forms in the state, Odissi is one of the preeminent classical dance forms of India, which originated in Hindu temples of the eastern coastal state of Odisha. For centuries, Maharis were the chief repositories of this dance. The Maharis, who were originally temple dancers, came to be employed in royal courts, which resulted in the degeneration of the art form. Around this time, a class of boys called Gotipuas were trained in the art. They danced in the temples and also for general entertainment. Many of today's gurus of this style belong to the Gotipua tradition. It is one of the classical dances of India. The Chow dance is a tradition from eastern India that enacts episodes from epics, including the Mahabharata and Ramayana, local folklore and abstract themes. Its three distinct styles hail from regions of Seraikela, Purulia, Mayurbhanj, the first two using masks. Chow dance is intimately connected to regional festivals, notably the spring festival Chaitra Parv. Its origin is traceable to indigenous forms of dance and martial practices. It was inscribed in 2010 on the representative list of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity. Karma dance and Kandhei or puppet dance are other some popular forms of dance in the state of Odisha. Juang, Punjia, Holva, Parenga, Sabar, Kolha, Jatapu, Paroja, Gadaba, Bhumia, Khond and Kol are some of the tribes that are present in Odisha. Talking about the important temples and caves, the famous Jagannath temple is located in Puri. The Konark or the Sun temple is a World Heritage Site. It was built in the 13th century and was conceived as a gigantic solar chariot with 12 pairs of exquisitely ornamented wheels dragged by 7 rearing horses. The temple comprised a sanctum with a lofty shikhara, a jagmohan and a detached Nata Mandira or a hall of dance in the same axis, besides numerous subsidiary shrines. The sanctum and the Nata Mandira have lost their roof. The Nata Mandira exhibits a more balanced architectural design than that of other Odishan temples. The sanctum displays superb images of the sun god in the three projections, which are treated as miniature shrines. The sanctum and the Jagmohan together stand on a common platform studded with an intricate wealth of decorative ornaments and sculptures, often of a highly erotic type. The Lingaraj temple is in Bhubaneswar. Mukteshwar temple is also one of the most important temples in Odisha. The Rajarani temple is in Bhubaneswar in the district of Khurda. It is located northeast of Lingaraj temple and is one of the most beautiful temples, representing a unique experiment in the field of architecture in Odisha. The temple, in all probability, referred to in the traditional Sanskrit texts as Indreshwar Shiva temple, and is remarkable for its sculptural excellence, profusion of ornaments, exuberant architectural features, and multiple scroll work. At present, the sanctum is devoid of any deity. The present name Rajarani has been derived from a very fine-grained yellowish sandstone called Rajarania in common parlance, with which the entire edifice has been built. Mellowed by time, the glaring amber of the stone complements its architectural splendor. The twin hills of Udayagiri and Khandagir are located in the vicinity of the Bhubaneswar town. The National Highway 5 passes through the close proximity of the hills. These two hills represent one of the earliest groups of Jaina rock-cut architecture in eastern India in the field of architecture, art and religion. There are a total 33 rock-cut caves on both the hills, out of which 18 caves are excavated on Udayagiri hills, while 15 are on the Khandagiri hills. Generally, caves are single-storied, but a few of them are double-storied as well. These hills are honeycombed with excavated rock-cut caves, essentially meant for the dwelling retreats of the Jaina recluses. On the basis of inscriptional evidence, these caves were first excavated by King Kharavela of Chedi dynasty and his successors, who were devout Jainas during the 1st century BC. The crest of Khandagiri, on which Jaina temple stands, is 37.5 meters high, 3.96 meters higher than that of Udayagiri. The substance of the rock is coarse-grained sandstone of a varied texture. However, later on, these sandstones were duly exploited by the temple builders of Bhubaneswar during the medieval period. And now let's move on to the festivals of Odisha. Chandan Yatra is one of the important festivals celebrated in Odisha. Rath Yatra, or the Chariot Festival of Puri, is one of the much awaited Hindu festivals, and it is celebrated every year on the second day of the Shukla Paksh, that is the waxing cycle of the moon, in the month of Ashar, the third month according to the lunar calendar of India, which is believed to be the Lord of Universe's journey towards his aunt's house. Though it is a Hindu shrine, this chariot festival is not associated with any particular denomination of Hinduism entirely, though there are several common aspects with Vaishnavism, Shaivism, Shaktism, Buddhism and Jainism. Kaling Festival, Konark Festival and Puri Beach Festival are among the others that are celebrated with much fanfare in Odisha. And now let's tell you some important and interesting facts about the state of Odisha. National Waterway 5 covers Odisha and part of West Bengal. Niyamgiri Hills in Kalahandi district has rich reserves of bauxite. Dongria Kond tribal community considers this hill as sacred. Odia language got the classical language status in 2014. Wheeler Island has been renamed as Abdul Kalam Island. Dhauligiri Hills is a place marked with the serenity of Daya River and lies at a distance of 8 kilometers from Bhubaneswar. The famous rock edicts of Ashoka are worth witnessing. Moreover, it is in Dhauli Hills that he adopted the path of Dharma, which lets only peace and love enter your lives. The East Coast Railway headquarters is located in Bhubaneswar. That's it in this edition of KSG State Series. Stay tuned for more such informative videos on other states of India.